Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I said this in the last meeting too, to achieve mastery in anything, they say it takes 10,000 hours, and one, that's a lot. If you did nothing else, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week straight and did absolutely nothing else, that would be a little over a year. It'd be like 14 months of doing one thing. And I think setters have, it's a little more difficult in the fact that you have not just the technique of your setting, but you have your footwork, you have your decision making, you have to read the defense, you got your digging. There's a lot of digging involved as being a setter. So, there's a lot of aspects that we need to train and develop really, really well to be successful as a setter. It's not just the skill. It's not just the setting. So I think it's important this week that we spend some time, and you guys at home spend some time, make sure that we at least maintain what we've got. And I think touch on the ball is really important. You hear about setters who haven't been in the gym for a while. They talk about how it just doesn't feel right. And that touch on the ball is really important. So today we're going to do a little bit of setting setting reps that is designed to help maintain. And we're going to do it in about 15 minutes. So it shouldn't take that long. And then tomorrow we're going to talk about the way we can strengthen our body while we're setting to help us deliver a better ball. And I got this quote from a setter, and I'm going to read it just to make sure I get it right. And we have control over our body. We have control over the set and therefore the offense. We control our body, then we control the set and therefore our offense. So I think it's really important that we're focusing on our body. A lot of times setters will go to the wall and just set blindly without really a focus. And yeah, you're there to warm up your hands, and I think that's important, but also you should be working on stuff. So, look around. How's your posture? What does it feel right? Make sure you can do some things. Okay. A couple of things that you're going to need if you have it and you have time to go grab it is one, a volleyball, obviously, but two, a basketball or something that's heavier than a volleyball. I don't have anything like that. What you don't want is a medicine ball, because if you do that too hard, you can put it through the wall, which funny story at another time. A Bosu ball or something to balance on, and a volleyball. I think I already said that. So if you don't have those, go grab those. But we're going to start just by warming up our hands on the net, on the wall. But like I said, when we do this, one, I think you should have a target. And I have a ladder, and I hopefully have a ladder on your wall, and we're going to use this today. But if you don't have a ladder, quickly make some. But this is just for the target and the positioning of it. So I'm just going to make a target right there, and my hands, very simple. Again, my body posture is going to be tall and the same. My elbows aren't going to move, and I'm just going to set against the wall. Now, anybody can do this. You take a non-setter and give them about 5 minutes, and they're going to figure this out. So you should be able to look away. You should be able to look around. You should be able to talk to somebody. You should be able to do other things while this is going on, because that's going to help you develop that rhythm and that skill while you're still trying to make decisions. Okay. A lot of players will like to drop down and come back up. A lot of players will, and then we're going to move back in a little bit, but you definitely should be able to do something else. So go find a wall near you and just get your 50 reps against the wall, but have a target in mind. Look around the room. If someone's around, talk to them, ask them how their day was, but do something other than just set. So go take a few minutes and do that. A lot of reps today, guys, so stay near a wall. Okay, 50 reps shouldn't take you that long. Like I said, anyone can do that. That's not hard. You're looking around doing other stuff. What's more game-like is if you can set against the wall and back away. Let me try and turn this and see how much of this you can get. But you're going to set against the wall just like normal, and then you're going to back away, and you're going to see how far away from the wall you can get while maintaining control. This ball doesn't bounce very well, but So go away a few feet to maybe 5 feet, 6 feet away from the wall, and then walk back towards it, and then walk back away, and really work on your hands and the speed of your hands. Try not to make it with your elbows. I don't want to really work on my elbows setting the ball. You might need a little bit as you get further back, but you really want to get a good rhythm with your hands. Okay, go ahead and try that. Take a few minutes and get that going. And walk away about 3 steps and then back to the wall. So you're setting against the wall this whole time. Take 3 big steps off, 6 little steps, and then start moving back towards the wall. All right, one of the best setter trainers that I ever got to work with, which was nice. Spent a lot of time sitting down, spent a lot of time on the knees, and spent a lot of time lying down. And they did that because they really worked on isolating a part of their body, in this case, the legs, in a lot of cases, which makes a lot of sense because we really want to work, when we talk about setting, the legs are designed just to get your body where you need to be. The posture is what's really important. The hands are what's really important. Okay, so we are going to lie down on the ground. And again, if you have like a basketball, that's better. And for the first 10 reps, all you're going to do is you're going to set the ball and then catch it. And you really want to just like have this so you can see your framing and you can see your elbows and look around and set the ball and catch it. And you'll actually kind of find this a little bit interesting that a lot of times you'll notice that one of your sides is a little bit lower or a little bit off. You might find one of your elbows is higher. But if you've done this in the gym where a coach just tosses you a ball and you do this catch, this is called a catch where the ball contacts our hands, is called a catch. But you're just kind of doing the catch by yourself and figuring out what part of your body is a little bit off, right? After you've done that 10 times, you set normally, but you go, oh, that's not going to be good. But again, a lot of times you'll notice that one of the body parts is a little bit off, and you really want to work on staying square and symmetrical with your hands and your shoulders and your chest as you set, okay? So go lie down on the ground, again, 10 times while just catching it, and really pay attention to your posture, how open your body is, where your elbows are in relationship, where your shoulders are in relationship to each other. And then set normally another 40 times. So 50 total again. Okay, go. If you have a heavier ball, some of this would be good to do with the heavier ball. We talk a lot about strength of our hands. I think a good way to do this is getting a bag of rice and just kneading it while you guys watch TV or something like that, or a bag of sand, or just something you can really work on it. They got hand grips, but you really want to strengthen the hands, obviously, but you also want to strengthen the core. And this core is basically anything from here to here. And that's just to really maintain a tall posture. When you get outside your body, your core is really engaged. So any exercise, and I'm sure Brittany and Ray are showing you guys a bunch of core exercises, but any exercise where you can engage your core and get outside your body, because as setters, we do that a lot. We either don't get our feet to the ball, or it's a really, really high type pass. And we got to get our hands outside of our body and our core is more engaged. The stronger our core is, the more we're able to set that ball with tempo and location. Okay. So with that in mind, we're going to do some balance setting. If you have a Basu ball, or some type of a balance ball, that's better. But we're going to start standing on one foot which is challenging enough, actually, especially when this is a little bit flat. But same thing, I'm going to move this back against the wall a little bit. 50 reps, and while just staying balanced. And it's what will happen is you'll notice a lot of the muscles in your calves and your legs, while we're working extra hard, they're like twitching and constantly trying to balance your body. So if your leg is just down and straight and you really try to work on that tall posture, you have a really good foundation with your core, okay? So if you don't have a Bosu ball, that's okay. You can just stand on one leg. It won't be quite the same thing. Or maybe a block that you can stand on, just so you can get the feeling of being on one leg, okay? Go ahead, again, 50 reps against the wall, and then you'll like the next one even more. Do your right leg and your left leg. Do your right leg and your left leg. This one would be fun. Can someone unvideo or open their video? Because this is hard. The next one's even harder. But really, really tall. 50 on your right, 50 on your left. I'm going to try my left leg. See if I can do it. While this is going on, you can still look around. You should be able to kind of process still. You'll find this challenging though. Still trying to process, still looking around, maybe my quick looks, maybe my reads, working on my periphery, working on seeing what's around me. Okay? All right, for the next one. So same thing, you're still standing on the right leg, but instead of having your other leg down, I'm going to be standing on my right leg, and my left leg, I'm going to kick out and try like off to the side. You're not going to see it in camera, but I'm trying to get it out to the side, like a 45-degree angle. What this should do is get me a little bit outside my body. So I'm working on my core, and I'm outside my body, okay? And then same thing, as you pick that leg up, like raise that leg up and down, not as high as I am, but raise it up and down as you're setting. And that should, and you're on a Bosu ball, and you're changing the level of your leg. Your foot's just going to be constantly working to maintain your balance. But more importantly, the whole time your core from here to here is going to stay engaged and really do a good job, like keeping your body tall and open and balanced. Okay. And then while still looking around. Okay. You have a left leg and a right leg. So do 50 on both and challenge yourselves. How high can you raise your leg? How fast can you move your leg? How much can you look around? Okay. 50 reps on your right, 50 reps on your left, or 50 reps on your left. I'll give you some time for this too, because I want to get you through it all. Ooh, we got Kim you want a ball, Kim? Yeah, it's not easy, is it? This is really challenging. Please don't hurt yourself. Nice. Good. It's challenging. I'll give you some time for this. Really work through this, but this is something like the balance should really be there. Can really work on that to get a better offense. Has anyone else got their video open? Seiji, where are you at? Come on, JC, come on. Don't give me this. I can't figure out how my iPad works. Oh, there's Seiji. You can bring your leg out to the side. You can also lift up a knee up. That's pretty impressive, Sage. That's really good. Are you on a Basu ball, Sage, or are you just on a foot? No, just a foot? That's still pretty good. Basu ball makes it more challenging. Like a block of wood or a stepsil, just the added element of balance is really, really critical. Good. Good. Sage is really doing a good job of getting her hands outside of her body too, while maintaining a good open chest, really good form. You're going to get so much more with the balance thing though. That's really good. That's really good. Keep it going. Left and right. And again, we're doing this to maintain our feel in our hands. You know, we just really don't want to lose our technique or our touch. And then really want to start improving it and still working towards our end goal. Good. And Kim's even got the ball turned over. That's even harder. All right, good. That's enough. The other thing is like I said, we try and isolate elements of our body so that we can get a really good job of maintaining a good posture, a good hand position, a good technique there. So the other next one was we're going to get on our knees, squat down. Let me see if I can get this down a little bit. Okay. And on the ladder, we talk about the angle of release. So if I want to set a hut, the angle of my release or the movement of my hands only goes. So it's like that. That would be like a hut, for example, whereas a go would be here. So when I'm setting these different ladders, you're not really changing the elevation of your hands. You just want to change the elevation of my release. So but like going straight maybe would be goes and my hands will finish flat. But then setting a hut, I don't want to start pushing up, to get that go. This is a go, or sorry, to get that hut. This is a go. And then a hut would be just changing my angle up here, and then maybe a 4 would be changing my angle even more. But like my palms should finish up. Okay. So, and I think you want to hit each square 5 times. So hit this square 5 times. So go, 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 go. Right. And then without stopping, this ball is totally flat. Without stopping, change the angle of your hands and get in that next box. 5 in there, 5 putts, right? And then 5 4s. Okay? Go. And while you're doing this, you guys can start. While you're doing this, you're really focusing on the hand position, the release angle of your wrists. Getting that ball to go straight if you need it straight for a go, or a little bit of elevation, a little bit of change in the angle of my hands. And if you could just rip through this like 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 straight, 5 a little bit higher elevation, 5 at the highest elevation, just kind of walk through that pattern, in and out of that pattern. That's good, Kim. I like how far away your hands are. That's good. Nice. Good, Sage. And while you're doing this, maybe not on the hut one because that's a little bit further away, but still look around. But on the hut ones, you can look away. On the 4s, you can look away. Just get used to looking around. Kim, can you look away? Oh, nice. Good job. Good job. We should look to our right, though, not our left. For obvious reasons. And then get your hands a little higher, Seiji. There you go. There you go. Very nice. All right, good. Now, the last one, and we're going to run out of time, so I'll just show you this. But if you do the exact same thing and combine those last two exercises, you bring that balance ball to the Bossa ball again, and you're back on your knee, the same kind of a thing applies. This is actually harder because your knee and your thigh are not used to keeping the balance. What keeps the balance is your calves when you're standing on that. You're really working on the foot and the calves balancing this. When you're on your knee, you're asking the thigh to do that work, okay? So the same thing, and while working on that, and you'll find this, some of you will find this pretty difficult. You know, you'd be moving around a lot, and it makes it harder to set that ball, okay? But again, if you do this consistently, your core is engaged this whole time. Like if you do this for a while, you'll get fatigued in your core. That's a really good sign. You know, you want to work at this so that you can get it to the point where your core is totally engaged throughout this, okay? 5, 5, 5 again. 5, 5, 5 on your left knee. And if you stuck with us, that's 450 sets, I think it was, that added up. So in 15 minutes, like we can really go through a nice series and get 450 reps of working with our hands and really not lose what we've established and what we've gained. So really important. Good. Good. I think we got them all. Hope that was valuable. Tomorrow we're going to talk more about things that we can do while we're setting that will strengthen rather than just maintain our core, our posture. And I think this exercise right now in this series is really good for just maintaining. You can walk in the gym in the morning and then maybe before dinner, you know, and that's almost 1,000 reps that you can get in about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. So keep at it, you guys. Keep working. Hopefully you're getting a lot of good stuff. Hope you're enjoying everything. But look forward to seeing you guys later. Have a great day. See you guys. Bye, everyone.